In Athenian Grecian robes, Athens, democracy's birthplace? Or a Roman garment? Doulas given Roman slaves when set free. There is no debate for me. Like Heinz ketchup, like the statue's 4 donated steel beams from Scottish immigrant Andrew Carnegie, president of the Keystone Bridge Company, Pittsburgh, PA. I'm from Pittsburgh. Pennsylvania's the Keystone State. In her left hand, not the 10 Commandments or a book, that's a keystone. See the notch? Keystones are wider on the top, they narrow at the base. If properly placed and centered, the keystone will distribute the weight of the other stones in the arch equally, and it will stand free and independent. Embossed or writ on her keystone, these Roman numerals spell out July 4th, 1776. That legal document, the Declaration of Independence, is the keystone of this free society. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal and endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, among these life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But for women, for African Americans, we defaulted on the promises, democracy, nothing but a dream deferred. That's why her right leg's behind her left. She's walking free of the broken chains of slavery at her feet. The hope was when our nation ended slavery, would light the way for the world to follow. Civil War ends, both sides cancel contracts, the national unemployment rate soars over 20%. If Lincoln had lived, remember he's assassinated in the same 24-hour period the war ends. He would not be so popular. The next 3 presidents deal with that high jobless rate. Historian savage President Grover Cleveland for cutting federal funds for the statue 3 times. But are you a savvy politician? Would you provide monies for your population or fund an experimental artistic lighthouse? Architect Richard Morissant incorporates Aztec elements with Egyptian to cut costs, but you would still sit in crates for almost 2 years. But you can't place a price tag on everything. As our captain makes a picture-perfect turn, may I offer you a picture postcard view? Turn your cell phone sideways, point them left, go panoramic, you'll thank me later. The skylines of Brooklyn and Manhattan await your lens. My office window beats anybody's. To the right, the liner is a Royal Caribbean ship. It's either Voyager of the Seas or Commander of the Seas. On my budget, it's Chicken of the Seas. The high ground beyond it, Staten Island, where Aaron Burr died. There's so much more to it. Snug Harbor Cultural Center for a little more local artist flavor. Colonial, historic Richmond town. Fight the green belt rather than fight that ground in Central Park. Marathon starts there, home to the National Lighthouse Museum, Staten Island. Lady Liberty on your left, the first fully electric lighthouse in the earth. Brooklyn's half marathon was run today.
Just need to go through.
More than 22 million future Americans sailed through the Narrows, now spanned by the Verrazano Bridge. Left side of it, Brooklyn. Home to Prospect Park, Brooklyn Botanic Gardens, Coney Island, New York Aquarium. Great restaurants, shopping, even better people. Were Brooklyn still that separate city it once was, it'd be the 4th largest in the U.S. It has the most people of the 5 boroughs. Parts of Queens in the 20th century that were farmland, rural, or industrial have since become residential and recreational. The new immigrants are pouring into Queens. The most ethnically diverse of the 5 boroughs, Brooklyn has the most people. I lived in both, and I love both.
Somebody went off
5 miles in on the left, in Jersey City, is where I now
That's what she
reside.
was racing in there.
Jersey City is the most ethnically diverse city in the U.S. Houston is number 2. The population of Jersey City is less than half that of Queens, let alone the larger Brooklyn. Simply, 10-mile radius of that statue, we got somebody from everywhere here.
Where's the jet ski report?
Look at me, I can rent a jet ski. Aren't you impressed? Single parents to all, French widow, 2 sons. Charles, so violently mentally ill, tried to kill his mother and brother numerous times. This remarkable widow held her family together until her son Frederick achieved such success sculpting they could afford for Charles' care in an asylum for his and their protection. Did you know the face of the statue is the sculptor's mother, Charlotte? Could it really be that simple? The secret lies with Charlotte, and she is a national treasure. Keep it under 5 minutes, Mr. President. Edward Everett was the keynote speaker at Gettysburg. November 19th, 1863, the speech he gave was 2.5 hours. Imagine trying to talk that long. 2.5 hours. Tape complete with music went over. Who would speak for 2.5 hours?